Howdy y'all, I have 3 Wiimotes here that all say they're corroded according to these stickers. Yeah, I got more stuff from the bug bin. And all of these ones when I got them are, 4 parts. But I've been in a controller repair mood because I've been playing a lot of Re-Story. So let's take these apart and see if we can at least get one working controller out of these. And if these controllers don't end up working, well, I could at least use the shells for that Open Wii remote project thing. So let's see what we have to deal with. It's already not supposed to be that color. Well, let's get the screwdriver kit. There we go. So interesting that the speaker itself isn't soldered on, but all right. Initially, this isn't looking too bad. The port here could use some help. Oh, that's not looking too great right there. Yeah, that's pretty corroded, but we can probably salvage that. And we already have our first bug. If I told you this was from the bug box, that, however, is pretty corroded. Well, that's one. I think I'm just gonna take all of these apart and then see if I can just build a working one. Eeh, that's gross. That works. Ooh, that's corroded. Traces on this one might not be as good. Yeah, this one's looking very rough. I don't think this one's gonna be salvageable. Oh, interesting. Looks like this isn't supposed to come off. It just came off the other one. And remember, folks, this is why you should take your batteries out of your devices when you're not using them. This one's not too bad. This one might be the best looking one we got, the one with the best chance. And if I can get, like I said, one working, I will consider that a win. Hey, that's not bad. Well, this one definitely has the best motherboard out of the 3. Weird how, like, some of these are that colored plastic, but some of them are that. I wonder if they just use different materials for their different revisions. Otherwise, they're, like, built identically. Not great, but it's, So between all 3 of these, I think we have enough working parts in order to actually make one good working one. Now it's just kind of a matter of cleaning up the parts and seeing what we can do. And with the other 2 motherboards, I don't think I'm gonna get a working Wiimote out of them in the traditional sense, but I could still probably reuse the PCBs to like build a cursed Wiimote. We'll keep that in mind. This one's definitely kind of looking like our winner though out of all 3 of them. So put you to the side and put you over here. Now all these pieces here are going to need a little cleaning. So let's get all this sorted out. Then we can get them inside my little tiny washing machine. Washing machine time. Let's start throwing all of our parts in. Well, one of these is missing a chip, so that's not gonna work. Ooh, interesting. These are different revisions of the Wiimote because this one looks slightly different from the other 2. There's no white splotch there. I think these 2 are the same model and this one's a little bit different. Now begs the question, what was that chip that was missing? Oh, okay, yeah, right there. It's there. Ate right through it. Yeah, ain't no way this one working anymore. Well, let's pour in some water and some dish soap and let it go. That's probably good. Well, I should, oh, this thing's wet. Oh, this thing's leaking. Oh no, yee. Well, Well, I'm gonna go empty this thing out and give those a wash. Well, while the other stuff is drying, let's see if we can try to figure out how to fix this corrosion. So last time I did a corrosion fix, I ended up using lemon juice, but this time I'm gonna use this distilled white vinegar that is 2 years expired. So I'm just gonna dump it in this little glass, and then let's just drop these in. And the chemical reaction in it should cause the corrosion to separate, at least in theory. And while that's doing that, I might as well dip this Q-tip and see if I can try to get the top of this. Luckily for us, there really isn't any corrosion on the pads here, but it looks like this is starting to do something. If I agitate it, I wonder if it'll go a little bit faster. It already looks like it's immediately effective on one of these here. That's doing a pretty decent job getting rid of the corrosion. Now, this was the one that was in the best shape, and it's most likely gonna be the one we're gonna end up reusing. But just from being in here a little bit, it looks like a lot of the corrosion is now just converting to maybe rust. Well, now that most of the corrosion has been dealt with, I'm going to transfer this into one of isopropyl alcohol. That's pretty good. Well, with at least one good battery contact like this, we should be good to start reassembling things. Let's see if we have a working Wiimote. Oh, I almost forgot that. Just test to see if it powers on before I put the last screws in. Oh, that's a good sign. It's blinking. I think we have a fixed Wiimote. Let's put those screws in. Sweet. Well, now I just gotta hook up the Wii and see if it syncs. Well, the Wii's powered on, and let's see if sync works. I think we're good. And it functions once again. It is kind of cutting in and out, though. Could just be because of the sensor bar that I'm using here. In fact, let me move the sensor bar farther away. Yeah, with the sensor bar farther away, now it's doing better tracking. But sweet, looks like we were able to get at least one working Wiimote. I'm sure I could probably do something with these other 2. Maybe I'll just turn one into kind of like a cursed controller that is a Wiimote technically. But I don't really have very high hopes for the one where the chip is just corroded off. I do want to try out open mode at some time, so I'm going to be using the shells I have left over for this to make some of these whenever it comes out. But at least I'm going to have something to work with. So that's gonna be it for now. So long, y'all.